How you doing? Once again, it's Nelson the Tyrant to LeBron with my technique of the day. A lot of you guys have been asking me about spin techniques, all right? The key thing to spin techniques is that the spin portion is actually more of an illusion, all right? So whenever you spin, right, it's nothing more than you doing the technique with having your back turned to the person. Does that make sense? So I get to this position, and it's like if someone said, hey, Nelson, he's behind me. So I got my spin back fist, my spin back bottom fist, my spin elbow, my spin side kick from right there on either side, right? Depending on which side I choose to spin on. So I normally set them up off my 1, 2, 3 combination, boxing combinations, just because it gives them something to look up upstairs. You know, I don't have to touch them with them, but if they see the speed of the combination coming, they're going to do one or two things. They're either going to move back, or they're going to shell up. Depending on how they shell up and where their hand's positioned to after I test the 1, 2, 3 a couple of times is where I'll choose to go with the technique, right? If I'm in close, right, I'm going to use an in close technique. If I'm out far, I'm going to use a far technique. So the ranges of fighting are imperative to a technique like this. So if I'm long range, I'm going to use my spin side kick. So I would go 1, 2, 3, right? And the only difference is I'm going to slightly step on the 3. From right here, I turn, so like you see over the shoulder. You notice my feet are still pointing in that direction. And then from right there, I'll explode back with that technique. Boom! And I'll hit my side kick. If I get a little closer, it would be the spin back fist or the spin bottom fist. I throw spin bottom fist on guys that are taller than me, because I got to reach up and I don't want to jam my elbow. And on guys my height or short, I do the spin back fist, which is the top of the nose. Either one is personal preference. But you go once again, 1, 2, 3, I step, and there it goes, boom, or boom, all right? When I whip this, I sometimes will bring it all the way down, all right, to add more momentum to it, all right? For the spin elbow, I do the same thing, but this time it's the elbow. Go 1, 2, 3. Now my butt crack is normally on their lead leg, and then the elbow comes up or up, all right? Does that make sense to you guys? So all I'm trying to do whenever I do these techniques is step slightly off it, offset my opponent. So the camera right now is my opponent. He's dead in front of me. And I step over this way, and they're over from right there. Pop, pop, or pop. All right? Now the key thing to remember on all spin techniques is to be aware and look first, my opponent. Because if he moves slightly over and I throw the technique without looking and commit 150% like you should with techniques, you're going to miss big, and he's going to counter big. Take care, brush your hair. Hopefully this helps you out in your martial arts endeavors. This is Nelson the Tyrant LeBron. Take care, brush that hair. Boom, 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 boom. Keep fighting.